The biggest question that I get asked every single year is, Valentina, how did you do your garland on the fireplace? So rather than speeding through it, I'm gonna slow things down today and I'm gonna show you exactly how I create the most epic garland ever. And I do it with faux greenery. That way it can last all the way through the season. It doesn't need to be refreshed and looks absolutely amazing. If that sounds like your jam, you're gonna love today's video because we are literally setting up the rest of the room. I've just gotten a few items pulled and I have a huge delivery to share with you because my favorite company that I love to get my faux florals from and all of my stems, AFLORAL, has sent me an entire load of things that we get to use today, and it's gonna be a blast. So right over here, just off camera, this is like live action, okay? This is happening. You've got Jack. Wave, Jack. There he is. We've got Jack over there putting together a wreath. So we're gonna put together a garland and a wreath because I love to be able to create a magical, whimsical, and impactful center point of the room for holidays for us. I debated over where to put the tree. I think it's gonna end up here. And the reason why is because when Christmas morning happens and our family is gathered around, I wanna be facing the fireplace. And that's why putting up this gorgeous garland and the wreath above, I know for those of you who are my regular followers and have been freaking out about the mirror being gone, and that's because your girl had a plan. So there's gonna be a humongous wreath up here, and Lord willing and the creek don't rise, as they say here in the South, and hopefully just a gorgeous display up here. I've got a few items that have literally just arrived this morning, some little hooks that'll help me keep everything in place. But for now, let's open up these boxes. Come over this way and let me show you what I've got. Well, as you can see, we've got a few things to unbox here, and I am so excited because AFLORAL, who also happens to be our video sponsor for today, has the most amazing and realistic faux greenery of anywhere I've ever seen. I am telling you, it will absolutely blow your mind. So first up, we have these gorgeous Christmas trees. These are perfect for secondary areas of your home. So you might want to have a really big tree as your focal point, but I really like to move greenery around the room. So I'm gonna save these. You'll see these in the upcoming video when we share the entire makeover with you. But for now, you get to have a sneak peek, and you can also use my discount code Valentina20 to get 20% off of your order over $100 or more, and that counts for the site-wide for AFLORAL. So gonna be amazing. I wanna make sure you get everything you need with that discount code. I literally used my own discount code and placed another order for more of their pine cones. So some of that is not here just yet, but I'll make sure to leave all of my favorites linked up down below for you. And I'll show you a few more items that I have from last year that I'm bringing back. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So I've got a couple of these trees. Let's see what we've got in this box. Ooh, I love this. It's so much fun. It is literally like Christmas has actually arrived in a box. So I saw these on their website and I was like, get into my house. I love these. These are really nice because they actually have like a little hook on them that could be handy for hanging. But what grabbed my attention about these is that they have like a really classic alpine chalet look to them. I know a lot of you know that we lived in Europe for 10 years, so we've been to Switzerland and Austria, and that region is just unbelievable this time of year. And I wanted to bring a little bit of that chalet, natural, Alp kind of feeling into our home for this season. So I've got an entire box full of these. Let me get you up close so you can see all the different elements that are on this with the pine cones and the different greenery that's on here. I'm gonna give those, see they come like this and you'll just kind of give them a little bend and a little fluff. And these are going to be spectacular. It's gonna be spectacular. Yes, I'm in my Christmas blazer and my slippers, because this is how we're decorating. And we have some royalty-free music playing in the background of this video, but I can assure you that we have some serious classic Christmas tunes going in the house right now. So yay, another box. Yeah, okay. See, and the other thing that I ordered is a whole bunch of these picks. So one of the things that I really like when I'm putting in my greenery is I like to really vary the types of greenery so there isn't just one there. Now, I started out that way when I was just getting started and just building on it year after year, okay? So if you can just do one for this year, I would definitely go for the one that has the different varieties in it. That way you can get that look faster. But you could also mix them and then you'll just be able to grow your collection year after year for the holidays. Let me grab you one other type that they have. Okay, so I still have these from last year. So I'm definitely going to be combining this garland with the new garland. You can see how I have extra picks as well. I've ordered some more pine cones. They do sell those where they look so real. In fact, they may actually be real. I need to check. They look that real. They actually may be real. And then I'm also going to be adding in, I do believe, I never know until I get going, but I think I'll be adding in also some of these magnolias, which you guys saw me using over the fall season. Here in the South, magnolia is super traditional. So for me, it's kind of a little bit of home brought in, but we're going to blend this with a more, not contemporary, but more modern feel in the room with something kind of woodsy and raw and natural. It should be absolutely stunning. So as you can see, I am a super fan of AFLORAL. As a designer, having florals that I can recommend to my clients is so important. So as I've realized that this was just the most amazing place to get greenery, I've recommended it to you guys. I know a lot of you bought a ton of their greenery last Christmas and then throughout this year, but I think we're kind of super fans. And they did say that stock is definitely low, so go ahead and grab yours super quick. Don't wait because you will miss out. It is all gonna be gone. It sold out so fast last year. I know a lot of you were upset, and I had a really hard time trying to give you another link. So this is just the best. Grab it if you can. It's amazing. Let's start building this thing out and see what we end up with. Ooh, I also have these little sticks that are actually live branches, and I found these on Pottery Barn. I'll have to check and see if AFLORAL has something similar. I'll link those up and these for you as well. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna get Jack to come in here and help me. I think we're gonna put some of these command hooks up. I got these off of Amazon. They just arrived this morning. It is very beneficial to have a distribution center a mile up the road from you. So I think I'm gonna be trying to put these on the top of the mantle, and that way the greenery will sit down in it and it'll hold it better. But yeah, let me test out my theory. Hopefully this is going to work.
How many of these do you have?
I have 2 packs. Do you wanna grab the other pack? Yeah. Okay. All right, so we've got some command strips here. I got them in the black, and I did that so that, do you have one undone?
Yep.
Okay, so what I was thinking was that we would sit them like this, so the garland will kind of hang in it, because, let me get one of these wispy ones. Okay, what I was thinking was that last year, I wanted this to be dangling off. I don't know, does it work? I think so, because I want this, ooh, you all right?
Yep.
I want this kind of dangling off of the edge. And if you remember last year, we had a hard time getting it to not just completely fall off.
Oh,
like how,
it kept falling over.
Yeah, so I would literally want this to be kind of loose actually in this so that this is dangling down to give us like that feeling like it's dripping off of this. So do you think?
What if you did one underneath?
I know, but I don't want to. I think I want to keep it.
You want to keep it all up there?
I think so.
Okay.
You could do that. So what he's saying is true. So if you want to swag which would be gorgeous. Do you
It
want to
would be.
just kind of mock it up so they can kind of see?
Yeah.
Put it up. I think you could actually put it up here and it would just hook here and swag downward like this, like that.
That's true. There you go.
Oh, can you guys see how, let me
That's
let go for a
gorgeous.
second. I don't know if it'll hold because it's not stuck down yet, but
Oh,
that'll
that's
kind of give you an idea. If you
Yeah.
wanted it to swag, you could use the same command hooks to do this. I know, are you guys excited? I mean,
That's really
how on earth is it actually the holidays? How is this even happening? I love it, I'm so excited. Clearly. I've only had one peppermint mocha so far today.
know.
You would think that I've had 9. It's just so exciting, I love it. All right,
All right.
so, yeah, I think I want it to like be on it
Okay.
because I'm gonna build out like this huge thing.
Okay.
So I think if that and draping, I think it would just be too much. So
Okay.
I'm gonna have it go straight across and then things coming out of it.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so let's try to get these puppies on here.
Okay.
Okay, so just pull the backing off and then we're just going to, do you think I should put it towards the center? So they're closer, or should I put it at the end? Because I would love for it to drape off this side
on the
too.
end.
Okay, I'm gonna put it down here. All right, here we go. Ooh.
Excited.
Es permanente, as they say in Espanol. Okay, we're in. This is happening. All right, and then we're just gonna evenly space them.
Yeah.
Okay, I am ready to get going. All right, so let's test these out. Let me press them down and make them official. So I want to start with this going around the edge and kind of hanging and draping and drooping off of here. Okay, and so I'm gonna pull the underneath. I want all of that to be hanging down. It's the most, I can't sing what I want to sing. We're usually humming and singing along. Okay, so this little piece that's kind of here, you don't want that showing, so you want to kind of tuck that under, and that will get covered up by other things in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and drape some more here. This is working. This is working. I'm just going to fluff that and go downward dog with it. Ooh, yes. Okay, so we're just going to keep adding lots and lots of layers. The key to this, we want that draping down, sweetheart. Kind of want the weight of that kind of down as much as possible. That way it just looks kind of romantic and whimsical and gorgeous. Oh yes, oh yes. Okay, no, you didn't have it in the thing. It has to be in the hook.
Oh, okay.
Or else that's why I put the hook there. Because if you don't have the hook, it's gonna be really difficult to get it to stay in place. That's what I dealt with last year, and now I'm much wiser. Okay, I'm really starting to like the way this looks. You can see an awful lot of that stem, so I'm bending and twisting it to where the leaves show on the front side rather than the stem. Okay, so I am realizing very quickly that I've got all this depth behind here, and I'm not gonna really have enough for this to all stick down into. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this, it's just some cheapy stuff that I bought actually at a garage sale about 7 years ago when we first moved to the US and bought our house, and I had nothing. So I went to a bunch of estate sales and garage sales and bought this stuff. So you might already have it on hand. It's just really, really cheap, and it's not something that I necessarily want to see, but it's green. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna help me build on top of this. So I'm really not gonna want that to show, but if I don't have something like that back there, this won't be quite as full and fluffy. So you can kind of see where I'm going with that. So it's a little bit of a hack to really get what you have to stretch. And so yeah, that's gonna sit back there, and then I'm gonna build on top of that. Those, oh God, those will be gorgeous.
Then I'm
These are
thinking-
blueberries.
I'm
Okay,
thinking whatever you need is in the
in a
totes.
bins. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I got a ton of stuff I gotta get out of them.
What do you
Yeah.
want me to do?
Help me look for them. I really need them to be able to finish this. But these are gorgeous. Okay, so Jack just found me the blueberries from summertime, but I still do have him looking for the juniper berries because I really want juniper berries in this, but this is one of the things that I want to do is mix in different florals to give it like a harvest, raw, natural kind of look. So I may end up using these as well. And those are also from AFLORAL. So you can see why I get excited when AFLORAL becomes our sponsor. It's because I use their stuff all the time. It's just so good. So you might already have some of this and you can just pull it back out. But yeah, I have got my stool and I need to get my scissors and then I'll be right back. All right, coming up here with you guys and giving this baby a snip. We'll have a mess to clean up in a minute. Oh baby, don't put them out there.
That was my contribution.
No. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and take these, and what I'm gonna do is start putting them in here. So if you have any areas where there was some of the stems showing, you can use the floral to just put it in here. Now, if you feel like it's going to fall out, right now these are kind of laying on the fireplace, and so they're stable, but you can also, you could do a zip tie to keep them in place if you feel like it's gonna maybe fall down. You could also use the stem to wrap it around the other stems so that it all just kind of clings to each other. So I think we should be good with that one. And then I'm going to start randomly placing magnolias in here as well so that you kind of get a mix. What I may do is actually scoot you guys back here so that you can actually see it from the other side because it's really starting to get big here. Hang on. At least one more of these kind of in here. So you can see how I've spread out those pine cones so that they are covering all the way across. And then I'm just twisting it together with the other ones. I'm twisting that kind of back behind there so that it's just kind of stuck to it. So it can't really go anywhere since it's kind of dangling off the front. How are we gonna do that? Oh yeah, ooh, that would be really pretty, just kind of dangling down. Oh my gosh, you guys seeing this? Like, are you seeing this? Oh my gosh, look at that, yes! Oh yeah, that's what I wanted, is like a really drapey look. And I happen to have at least 4 of these, so I think we can pull it off. It's gonna be so pretty. Oh my goodness, so this one I'm gonna kind of weave it under and then have it kind of draping. I love it, you guys love it. Okay, does it look good in camera? Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, yeah. Okay, looking good, looking good. Okay, don't forget while you're doing this to take a step back and take a peek at how it looks. That way you can kind of see if you need to tweak anything as you go. My final step is to add some of these branches in here, and oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. You really just need a mix of materials and textures, and it is a little bit wild. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to have sort of a whimsical kind of look. But for me, it's bringing all of everything that I love about a country Christmas into more of a more modern setting, and I just adore it. So I will leave links for all of these items in the show notes. So if you're wanting to do a little bit of shopping, all of the links will be there, and that way you can grab it before it sells out. Okay guys, it started to get really hot in here, and even though it was below freezing last night, and it is quite cool outdoors. I think from all the work and the fire going, I'm like, whew. So I am going to very quickly pull this wreath together. I'm just going to be using more of these pine cones. I'm gonna be weaving them in like this, and then using the branch here to just literally wrap that around. And in the past, that's always been enough. You could, again, just zip tie those in if you feel like it's not secure enough. For me, I've never had anything fall off yet. There's always today, but I usually just take what the wreath itself and wrap that around whatever I am adding to it. And then I've also got some of these little picks, which I don't know where I got these. I've had them for a really long time. And I'm just going to kind of add those kind of down in here like this so that there's some movement with this wreath as well. And again, I just think that the mix looks really, really good. And I've got also these, the ones from AFLORAL, so that we can get a similar feel into this wreath. We want to mimic what is on the fireplace itself right now with the, what do you even call that? The garland that's sitting on top of the mantle. There we go, that's the word. I can't think and use my hands at the same time. So I'm going to very quickly just kind of pull this together, get those pine cones sitting out, and wrap this in here. And Jack had to go grab a phone call, so hopefully by the time he is done with that, I will be ready to put this up on the fireplace. So,
oh my gosh.
Gosh, it's gorgeous.
Love the pine cones.
Yeah, the pine cones are epic, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I'm gonna get some extras of the picks and put those over here, and I'll blend that in a little bit. What do I need to do in order to do the wreath?
I need to get the ladder up.
Okay, all right. We're ready to hang the wreath, guys. And it's huge.
It is
and
huge.
we're a little bit worried. Why don't I stand on the step stool so I'll be a little bit taller when I hand it up to you. There you go. Hold on to the ladder, please. Thank you. How do we do?
Is it where you wanted it?
It's in the air, which is where I wanted it, so. You're just doing that so I'll grab your butt?
Yes, let's get both of us down to, where are you going?
I'm gonna fix the thing. Unlike you, I'm not afraid to be on a ladder. I'm just not tall enough to have done the job.
Great view.
Uh-huh.
I like it. It's gorgeous.
How'd we do? Is it stable?
Appears to be. It's on both.
Is it on both anchors?
On both anchors.
Oh my gosh. Baby, that is gorgeous. Are you kidding me? It's stunning. All right, so there you go, guys. That's a wrap. Christmas is done. We only have all the other rooms in the house to do. This one took us all day to get just the greenery up.
Yeah.
We didn't even decorate the tree yet.
I know.
So,
Didn't even mind it. We didn't even fluff the tree yet.
no, this literally took us all day just to get the greenery up and this piece done.
We should finish on the December 24th. Would be my.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, well, it's getting dark here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Jack come back and give us a little B-roll that we can pop in right now once we've moved the ladder. I'm gonna still have to decide if the tree is going to stay right there. I do find myself leaning towards moving the tree away so that you really have the focus on this. Give me a vote because you guys, we listen to you.
Yeah, we really do. We need your help.
Let us know which way. There's no wrong way of doing this. And remember that when you're in your own home, don't take any of this too seriously.
No.
It's supposed to be fun. There's no such thing as perfect because you are the one who is creating the rules. So we're gonna pop in some footage here to show you how it looks after. I hope I've left you feeling super inspired to create garland and wreaths for your home. Call a professional to hang it.
Don't call me.
Don't call Jack.
Don't call. No text. No emails.
Make sure you check out my discount code Valentina20 to get you 20% off at AFLORAL of any purchase over $100. It will save you so much money, and every year you can just build on it. So my greenery is just getting better and better every year. So I'm just so thankful to them for, well, I was first a customer actually.
Yeah,
I
you
bought
were.
all of my own stuff last year, and then to just be able to add on, awesome. So yeah, make sure you check out the code. I'll leave all the links down below for you, but also make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on the tour of this room. so you get to see it all come together. So thank you again for joining us, and we will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
I was even wearing my shoes just then, and the things like hanging out. Well, I was hanging a wreath.
We were just defying death a minute ago.
Yes, we were. All right, do we want to get the ladder out of the way and let's figure out where this tree is going to go permanently? Okay, I cannot decide, Jack. It's so pretty like this.
I know.